Coach, could you have imagined in your wildest dreams a 40-point victory?
Yeah, absolutely. It was nice, it was a good win for us. Obviously, they came in here and did what they had to do by winning the other night. But I liked how we approached the game and how we came out and played. We played the right way tonight on both ends of the floor.
You said that watching Blake in the 19 minutes he played on Saturday, they thought he would have a big game.
Yeah.
Obviously, more of that tonight with the fouls. What did you think of his performance?
He was terrific. I thought everyone was, but I just thought Blake took it when he had it, moved it when he didn't. I thought our spacing was great, and Blake just stayed on the attack. And that's what we wanted him to do.
Doc, you led by 30-40 almost all night long, yet they seemed to play like it was a tie ball game. Talk about what went into that mindset.
Well, we told him before the game we're playing through the finish line no matter what the score was. And our bench, I thought our bench tonight was fantastic. Great in the second quarter, obviously great in the fourth quarter. They shot the ball well, they defended, and that's what we need our bench to do. So that's what that was about, just no let up.
Doc, can you talk about the pleasantries exchange between you and Jermaine?
Me and Jermaine are very close, but not tonight, not during the game. But I have an amazing amount of respect for him. He's a warrior. He's been in this a long time. It's why when he came over later, we're laughing about it. We're born on the same day, two Libras, two stubborn fools. And that's what that was about. But
What was that kind of?
I just kept telling him I love him. I don't know what he was saying. It wasn't anything bad, I was just telling our guys, because, Jermaine, I know him, he was talking, and I just told our guys, you just keep playing, and so it wasn't that big of a deal. I don't like getting into that stuff, and I don't think J.O. does either, to be honest, but it was just one of those things.
Coach, Curry scored 4 points in the first half. That was big for you.
Yeah.
What were you doing? What were you doing to him that made it so hard for him?
I don't know. We're just playing our defense, honestly, trying to keep him, in the box as much as possible. But I thought Seth was trying to get everybody else going on his team, too. I didn't think he was trying to force it or anything, which is good for him. And then in the second half, I thought he really started trying to go for it, which, he can do that. He's that good. So I thought it was a little bit of us, yeah. But I thought it was some of him, too, trying to get the other guys going.
Coach, can you talk about this momentous win back here? Talk about how you're going to keep the momentum and taking it up to Golden State and maintain that.
Well, listen, I don't know if we have it or not, but we just have to play basketball. I told him Golden State is the opponent. There's no other opponent in this series. And we have to play just the way we play. And I thought we did that tonight. I thought we really kept the game simple tonight. When a guy had an open shot, he shot it. When he didn't, he passed it. And it's very difficult to guard when that ball moves as quickly as it was moving tonight.
Blake didn't seem to, engage the, whoever was guarding him, and didn't seem to be bothered by the referees or the opponent's side. Do you think that was a coincidence that he played?
No,
he played tonight.
I think that was great mental toughness by Blake. And we talk about it all the time. You have no opponent. We throw you the ball, you score. I don't care who's guarding you. Just go play. I don't care what they do to you. Just go play. And I thought that was his mindset. No matter what call is made, no matter how hard a foul is, just keep playing because you're the best player. And all the other stuff can take away from you. And I thought he was phenomenal.
Has that been a point of emphasis with him this season?
Yeah, I think he's been great at it all year. He really has. He couldn't do anything about the other night. He had fouls, but overall, he's taken some hard hits, and he just keeps coming. And that's what he has to do, and that's what he's done.
More on Blake, what do you think this season's gone into his just development in terms of being a really completed role player?
I don't, what's gone into the season?
No, just his development.
Yeah, I just think it's Blake. He's getting older. He's working on his game every day. I think each year he's learning, like the things he needs to do to sharpen his, his tools. And I think he does that. I mean, you guys don't get a chance to see the gym when it's empty on the day off, but Blake's in there. And he's putting in the right work. And he's working on the right things, too. And I think all that has gone into him having a better year.
Doc, you said you'd find out in the playoffs what kind of a team you have. It's just one game, but the way that they won, the way that they responded, did you learn something new about this team?
No, it's what I thought. Dennis Green says, they are who I thought they are, and they are. I mean, they just did it tonight. The other night, I didn't think that was us at all. I thought we had one of those relapses, and tonight we played like we're capable of playing, and so that was good.
Doc, after game one, Chris said that you guys struggled because you didn't have your go-to guy on the court.
Mhm.
Blake, is Blake the go-to guy on this
Oh,
team?
shoot, I don't know. I don't really care. I mean, Turk was the go-to guy at times tonight. Really, I could care less who the go-to guy is. I think everybody who's open should be the go-to guy, So, I don't get into that stuff. Not having Blake on the floor hurt us, clearly. He messed me up, and I said that. I really think I would have drawn a better play up, at the end. I'm still mad at that, but we still got to find ways, stuff like that's going to happen through a playoffs, and you still got to find a way to win the game, and we didn't do that, and that's on us. That's not on anybody else.
Doc, can you talk about DJ's defensive performance?
He was
his blocks,
awesome.
his rebounds,
Yeah. I mean,
just his presence.
I think he was trying to get a revote from you guys tonight. Really, I thought he was awesome. There was shots that he blocked. He blocked a couple of shots where the guy in front of him was trying to block the shot. He jumped over his own guy to block a shot. He's just been dominant for us, and he does his job every night. He doesn't ever complain about not getting the ball. He buys into his role. He's a guy that you need on your team, any team, to win and be effective. And DJ's been sensational for us.
How about his free throw shooting, just to add to that? I mean, he's been shooting the ball suddenly, maybe your best free throw shooter.
Yeah, we're going to have him shoot text soon. He's just putting the time in. And with DJ, I think you all see his form's okay. It's between the years, and it's starting to get out. It's starting to slowly get out of there. And so he's stepping up and making big ones, and that's nice.
Doc, can you talk about the challenges going to Oakland and trying to even it back up?
Yeah, it's going to be hard. They're going to be ready. They really wanted to win tonight. And then when the game got away from them, they had something they could say, oh, well, we won one. We get that. And they're going to give it all to us the next game, and we get that too. So we just have to keep preparing and be ready. Each individual game is what it is for us. But that's a great atmosphere up there, just like it was here. The baskets are still the same height, as far as I know. Court's the same size. It's going to be the same players on the floor, and we're just going to have to go out and play.
Is there a different composure reminder you have to give on the road in playoff situations?
I guess, but I still think on the road you got to win the 50-50 game. I think that's more important. Composure and all that's nice, but you can't get beat with loose balls and rebounds. And, road players play better at home, and so their road players will try to play better. We know that.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.